course, this is drinking, drugging, and driving. Always a choice and never an accident, because it's not an accident. So we're going to have a couple of speakers here today. We're going to honor students from Lakewood High School. We want to welcome all of our educational community. That's Lakewood High School, Toms River North, young people from Point Pleasant here. We have Junior Ada, the Association from Drug and Alcohol, from Lacey Middle School. So we not only have a lot of students here that are having a great positive first impression with local leaders, community leaders, elected officials, and our police forces, but we have, to have the young people here. I mean, you want to cultivate a tree, you start at the roots, and I believe that. And we have a public health coordinator and a board of choice of freeholders that believes that as well. So we're very thankful to our partners at Simon Properties and the Ocean County Mall. I'm going to have a couple of brief comments. I'm going to then pitch it to our public health coordinator. We're very fortunate here today. We had our freeholder, Joseph Vicari. We're thankful to our Board of Health, Chairman Jack Mallon. We're thankful to our county prosecutor for the great work that he does and his staff who are here now and out in our schools. I'm personally grateful to be in the gainful employee of the Ocean County Health Department. And our health officer is really a great friend to our county and me personally. His name is Daniel Regne. He's our public health coordinator. I guess brief story about Dan. I mean, you could go into his office, you could transition from a health inspection to issues of immunization, women, infants, and children. It's a very large and robust staff that we have that has outreach in all of our municipalities. I'm very proud to be a small part of that. And it is through Dan's leadership that he recognizes that traffic accidents are not only a public safety issue, but they've become, unfortunately, a public health issue. I want to thank police departments that are here today. Long-standing partners, the Ocean County Highway Traffic and Safety Association, Toms River Police Department, Lacey Police Department, all our DREs, Brick Township Police Department, Point Pleasant Police Department, our Ocean County Prosecutor's Office is here, members from the FAST team, Fatal Accident Support. All of the people that come together, our Sheriff's Office is here, Sheriff Mastronardi earlier, and Under Sheriff Brian Klimikowski. We have the Vice Chairman of the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission here today, Steven Scaturo. It's a great honor to have these policymakers here because the way that they care about our young people, really everybody from our students up through to our seniors, it resonates with all of us and empowers all of us on the front line to do better, to have outreach, and to prevent tragedy. It counts, and in Ocean County we push till it gives. I will tell you that expositions like this, because of the leadership of our Board of Chosen Freeholders and our County Health Department, our County Prosecutor, are now in other counties. Monmouth County, Burlington County has outreach now into driver ed programs. So this is something that I had very little to do with. Without all the people that are around me now, I'm the person speaking at the microphone, but there should be plenty of thanks to go around. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I'd like everybody to recognize their own efforts with a round of applause right now. So I'm going to read a brief statement and then introduce our public health coordinator, Dan Regne. Drinking, drugging, and driving, always a choice, never an accident. It's been said that you change the language and you win the debate. I ask all of my colleagues here today moving forward that when an accident takes place on our roadways that was a direct result of alcohol, drugs, or distracted driving, that we stop referring to this as an accident when indeed it is a choice. Today we say in a united voice, shoulder to shoulder, not one more senseless tragedy, not one more twisted metal coffin that was a new car en route to a prom just moments prior, and not one more pedestrian fatality. Today is a great day for Ocean County. We've assembled here in one venue virtually every discipline involved in compliance, prosecution, prevention, treatment, and pedestrian safety as it relates to driving under the influence and distracted driving in New Jersey. Progress is made through partners like these and forums like this. But for the efforts of our Ocean County Board of Chosen Freeholders, our County Board of Health, our County Public Health Coordinator, our County Prosecutor, our Sheriff's Office, just to name a few, forums like this simply wouldn't exist. I'm proud to report to you that moving forward, other counties have taken our lead, as I had mentioned previously. It is here that a young person can have a positive interaction with law enforcement, ask questions, take a field sobriety test, and see what it's truly like to simulate inebriation and then complete simple motor skill functions. Today we can report that over 1,500 clients have received evidence-based education in the Ocean County Intoxicated Driver Resource Center class. Over 800 of those clients are now in treatment, and over 5,000 driving high school students have seen our Ocean County Health Department Prom Safety Program, Driving Responsible Youth, which would not happen without the partnership of the many men and women of our Ocean County Prosecutor's Office. And I'll close with this. The take-home point here is that prevention, education, treatment, enforcement, and expositions like this work. Without any further comment, I'd like to introduce your Ocean County Public Health Coordinator, Dan Regner.
Thank you, Peter, and also I think this is our 5th year in our attendance here at the Ocean County Mall. Just wanted to thank Peter for his leadership in moving forward with this effort, and I'll talk a little bit in a little while how we kind of evolved to what we used to do as an organization within the Ocean County Health Department to what we're doing now on more of a prevention model. I'd also like to thank my Ocean County Board of Health. My chairman was supposed to be here, but he could not make it here today with the weather. And also my vice chairman, Senator Singer, and the other 7 members of my board for allowing me to work with my staff to put on programs like this and work with the partners that you see here today to be able to address the many facets of health issues, public health and safety issues. And also with the support of my freeholder liaison, Jerry Little, who's been, I think, at every single one of these events, and he did miss today, but he's been at all the previous, and he sends his regards and the entire Board of Chosen Freeholders. In looking at where we are today, and you look around this the center core of the mall, and you see a lot of different stakeholders represented, you see a lot of different people coming from different disciplines, and I think it kind of speaks to the theme of how we need to address many of the issues going forward. About 15, 20 years ago, the Ocean County Health Department sat down and we looked at our mission statement, and we crafted a new mission statement which now begins with in partnership with our community. And I think you see some of that partnership here and the collaboration that we're looking at, whether it's looking at something why the topic of driving under the influence or distracted driving, which is a whole other separate topic of conversation, or if you're looking at something newly emerging and from an infectious disease. This morning I was on a conference call with the State Health Department for the new Zika virus, and you'll see some information coming out. And it's partners like this that we need to engage to be able to handle and address those public health issues and public safety issues. Also talking about some of these partnerships and some things that we've never even thought that we'd be talking about here in Ocean County. A year and a half ago, we convened a task force in partnership with our community for Ebola, and I never thought I would be having a Ebola response plan. And many of the partners that you see here today, from the prosecutor to the Sheriff's Department, local police, EMS, acute care hospitals, came together to address some of those issues. And while we're not here today to talk about some of those issues, we are here in a similar venue, in a similar way that we have to address many of the issues going forward. I think it's through the partnerships and the conversations of everybody that you see here at the county level, the municipal level, and really trying to look at what it is we're trying to address with this. Because the issue of the distracted driving and driving under the influence will take a concerted effort and a joint message from many people, many different agencies, stakeholders, to be able to get that message across. And the many young people that are here today, first I thank the school leadership for being able to afford them the opportunity to attend here today. I would ask them to take this message back to their friends and their students, and co-workers if they're working. Share this message with them because it is a serious message, and one decision that you make today, tonight, this weekend could have a huge impact for the rest of your life. And I think Peter kind of alluded to some of that. Now, from the perspective, we're here talking on a couple things, and I'll kind of separate the two. One is driving under the influence, and where Peter has taken this program. The Ocean County Health Department has housed the Intoxicated Driver Resource Center for many years. I'm there 22 years, and it's well before that that the agency has administered that program. It's always been an after-the-fact program where if somebody's caught driving under the influence, they get to spend 2 days with us in an educational and a counseling session. A couple years back, Peter and I had sat down and we talked about, well, what if we look at that prevention model of public health and try to get more awareness out there? And he's taken a great leadership role, not only in this program, but he goes out to many of the schools with his DRIVE program. We've created an internal task force through the Board of Health to be able to reach out. We have staff that are available. If anybody here is interested, to touch base with us, we can certainly work with you to have that educational awareness component. But Peter's taking this really from a punitive system, which we do have to have by regulation, but we are doing a lot more on the prevention side in partnership with everybody who's here today, and I appreciate that partnership and trying to move ahead. On the distracted driving side of this, I think it's something that we all need to take a look at, and looking at all of this in the technology as an addiction component. And I would leave you with the challenge, because these devices and these handheld devices are extremely powerful. They're addictive, and I would leave you with the challenge either tonight, put this away for the weekend and see what you do. And you'll probably start shaking. You'll be like, what do? I can't check an email. I can't check a text. You don't need this while you're driving. Put it away. Don't even put it on in the center console, because this has the same implications, and the consequences potentially an outcome as driving under the influence, which is inclusive not only alcohol, but over-the-counter and prescription drugs as well. So I challenge everybody to take this message back, talk to their fellow students, their co-workers, their colleagues, and try to think about what it is we're trying to do. If you have thoughts and ideas, certainly feel free to reach out to myself, Peter Curatola. Leslie's here, our Public Information Officer at the Health Department, and we are certainly open to exploring new opportunities and venues to be able to address this emerging issue that's been emerging over a number of years. It's certainly not new to many of us. So thank you all for coming out, and I will turn it back over to Peter at this point.
Without any further comment, I would like to introduce a great man and a leader in our county who really serves as a model, in my opinion, for prosecutors around the country. A great man and a good friend, Prosecutor Ocean County, Joseph Coronado.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you, Dan. I want to thank everybody for coming out here today, because what this acknowledges is that everybody's willing to cooperate and that we can form partnerships. I mean, what I know I have people here from the state, there's people on the county level from my office, from the Sheriff's Department, the Health Department, and then we go down to the local communities where we've got Brick and Toms River, Jackson, Manchester, and all the other police departments that are here. And the bottom line is law enforcement working together both at the municipal level, at the county level, and at the state level. And then we partner up with education, which that's wonderful that Lakewood's here and Brick is here, because we need to partner up with education. We need to partner up with law enforcement. We need to partner up with other agencies within state government. And then now we have healthcare. When you take a look, you have the Barnabas system and you have healthcare. And if we all work together, okay, if we all work together, we actually can make a difference. And let's not be naive here. You know, we're talking about alcohol, but alcohol, it's probably not by itself. We're talking drugs, because most of the time, from my experience, is that somebody who's driving that has a driving problem, who's intoxicated, it's not only with alcohol, they probably have marijuana, they may have pills, they may have heroin or some opiate in their system. There's a combination, it's like a cocktail. And what they're doing, and which we understand now, is that car, that motor vehicle, has become a deadly weapon. It's become a deadly weapon on the street. It's not good for their health because obviously their life is now in jeopardy. The passengers that are in that car are in jeopardy, and the other people on the roadway and in the neighborhood are in jeopardy. This is a message that needs to be sent out. This is a message that we need to address, and law enforcement can't do it by itself. And that's why it's important. We're here in Ocean County Mall, which is the business community. So you have the business community, the educational community, the healthcare community, the law enforcement community, all working together for a common goal to make a difference. I just applaud everybody for coming here, helping get the message out. It's important. It's something that's not going to go away. Maybe here we can make a difference, and that's what it's all about. So thank you so very much.
Before I forget, I'd just like to recognize my colleagues from the Intoxicated Driving Program in Trenton. Our Chief, Andrea Connor, is here. Our Assistant Chief, Donna Sinton, and Anthony Giannetto, who's a program analyst, is here also. All 21 counties answer up to the IDP, us through our Public Health Coordinator here in Ocean County, so I thank them for their support and leadership. I'd like to introduce today our last speaker, a man who works at New Jersey Highway Traffic Safety, controls all the grants for Click It or Ticket. You text, you drive, you lose, drive sober, or get pulled over. And that would be Mr. Ed O'Connor. Ed, if you can come on up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pete. And on behalf of the Office of the Attorney General, Division of Highway Traffic Safety, it's my pleasure to be here to just take a minute of your time. 2015, there were 553 traffic fatalities in the state of New Jersey. 553 people lost their lives on our roadways. 39 of those happened here in Ocean County. If you look at the statistics and who these people were, as far as motorists, non-motorists, 25% of our fatalities or more every year are pedestrians, and of the remaining, about half of them, or half of the crashes where people lost their lives involved impaired drivers of drugs and alcohol, or alcohol. I congratulate the County of Ocean, Prosecutor Coronado's office, Sheriff Mastronardi's office, and the municipal police departments in Ocean County for not admitting there's a problem, but realizing that this is a problem and coming to the state saying, what resources do you have that can help us? Not every county does that. And Ocean County is one of the counties that takes full advantage of traffic safety funding that exists to put more officers on the street, to look for impaired drivers, and not just go out there and make arrests for those that are involved with alcohol or drugs, but also doing prevention and education programs like we have here today at Ocean County Mall, where we have students who are participating as well and getting the message and being able to go to talk to other students about the dangers of impaired driving. So I just want to thank everybody from Ocean County and Pete and the Department of Health, Prosecutor's Office, Sheriff's Office, municipal departments, and Lakewood High School for having us today, and have a safe and happy new year. And also to echo another sentiment that was mentioned, please don't text and drive, because these officers like seeing you here today, but they don't want to see you down the road involved in a crash. So please don't text and drive. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. If everybody could just, what we do once a year is we really offer our gratitude to a special group of young people. Last year, we offered an award to Ocean County Highway Traffic Safety Association. So to close our ceremony today, we have certificates made up for students in Lakewood High School that are here today, along with several other schools. This year we chose to honor Lakewood High School students from the Association Against Drugs and Alcohol for the work that they do with the Lakewood Municipal Alliance and independent through other programmatic activities at the high school. It's a great honor to have them here today, and you know, again, it's a partnership. The Lakewood Municipal Alliance, the Ocean County Health Department, and the governing body of Lakewood. We're grateful for that partnership, and they are the ties that bind. So without any